I don't know if you have ever felt like you were actually needed or if anybody gave a shit about what you did on this planet Earth. But tonight I was going to get directly into the Tyson Fury versus Usyk 2 fight. But lo and behold, I had to pivot because sometimes I can't play to the algorithm. I have to kind of speak to who I am and what I'm actually here to do. And this is something that I might challenge you to think about tonight as we get into this show, 10-minute sports take. Like I said, we introduced this segment where we talk about sports on an entirely different level, giving you behind the scenes and showing you why over 32 million people tune into us every single month. And we're trying to make sure that we keep the narrative on earth front and center. So tonight I'm going to share with you something that showed me and proved to me what I'm actually here to do for my audience, more or less than educate them about my experiences in sport and the journey that I took to get me to the place that I could help other people up. So I was just at an event over a week ago, and I got an opportunity to speak to some young men. And these guys were heading off, like they were the representatives for companies, whether they were combat brands or they were sports like recovery brands. There was this young man who actually was one of those guys that gave IVs, and these IVs are spiced up to help the athlete recover and replenish after the fight as well. And I was just very taken back because a lot of you see me as some as a fight doctor, some as the coach, Coach Bradley, and other people you see me as someone who kind of shows you very cool, fun reels or very educational things. That's what I do. But what I'm going to find out and introduce you to is what other people have done to impact other people like yourself. And you are probably one of these kind of people that are here doing a type of work, but you're not noted for what you actually do. And that's what I'm going to use my platform for. So if you just want to find, boxing talk, that's fine. But if you want to learn better tips and methods to really approach your life, then that's where we're going to go because I got to serve the purpose that I'm actually here to do. And this is one of the individuals who got to speak. And once I heard this, I realized I don't have to pretend to be somebody else or share stuff with people that I don't really care about sharing, only feeding the algorithm. I got to do what the hell I'm here to do. And that is to help people along the journey so that they don't have to figure out how to go about doing their job or doing their growth, trying to expand and be well known for what they do. Because today, lo and behold, our objective is to create step ladders for people who are coming behind us. And that's what I felt like I'm doing. So here's a guy. I asked you to be patient before I get to this Tyson Fury versus Usyk, because yesterday we pivoted from the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul conversation. Oh, God forbid. And then we jumped slightly into the Tyson Fury. But today I ask that you be patient. So would you be patient as you drop down in the comment boxes where you're located, where you actually are representing, where are you watching from tonight? Before we get into that, please drop that down in the comment boxes, because I'm not here to be the person that knows it all. I'm here because I need your help. And if you'll help me, I'll do everything in my wheelhouse to aid you in your journey. So here's one of the first signs that I need to stay on course while I'm serving the people who need it most. This is a young man that popped into our school, the School of Boxing, and this is what he had to say about our impact in his world. Please be patient. Thanks, guys.
You guys will be hearing of a new name soon. I'm in the process of rebranding due to the help of Coach Bradley and Miss Stacy. Since being part of the program, it's really helped me hone my craft and make a division of who I am as an athlete who still competes and as a coach and gym owner. You know what I mean? So many times my systems were blending into each other to where the athlete was, being diluted by the coach, or the coach was being diluted because I was an athlete. So now, since working with Miss Stacy with the business tip and the rebranding, I've been able to bring a divide, a healthy divide to the two, to where one's not leaking into the other. And working with Coach Bradley specifically, having talks and conference calls and just the one-on-one has given me the confidence that I didn't know wasn't there, because this is a new facet for me. A lot of times us as trainers, a lot of time us as people, due to going into the unknown, that void, we have a lack of understanding, we have a lack of know-how. You don't know what you don't know. But since working with the program and the individuals, again, Coach Bradley and Miss Stacy, they've given me that guidance. And, I just want to give a shout out to them with their 52-week guide, with the various challenges, the physical challenges, the mental challenges, the rebranding, knowing who I am and what my promise is to the business and to the community, as well as my individual fighters, you know what I mean? And with the top trainer, and the coach's corner, all these various facets have helped me evolve into that next step. And I'm looking to take the next step with them again with the business program. If you guys out there as coaches and as fighters, if you guys are doubting and this like, well, you know what I mean, I don't know, and this is that. Hey, put all that to the side, put that to the wayside, because you're only wasting time. That which you can't get back.
Well, and I know what I'm supposed to do because the algorithm says do this. And I mean do this. But when you help people and that's what you do best, that's what you fucking do. You don't let something try to control that narrative, because not only are you helping a person in their journey, that is going to compound into their kids, their friends that follow them, the people who are members at their gyms. And so I started to say, what's the most important thing to you? What you do great, what you're actually here to do. I don't know if you've been challenged like this. I don't know what has been in front of you that you've been fighting as of late, like the demon that's been in front of you, the decision that you have to make to become your greater version of yourself. That is the battle that we all have to deal with. Do you take the safe route, or do you challenge yourself to be the best version of yourself and go through some hard times and roadblocks and hurdles? See, the definition of entrepreneur to me isn't what's written in the dictionary. It's the person that figured out how not to be controlled by the system. That's what an entrepreneur is to me. A person that says, whatever I have to go through, no matter what it is that I have to do, I'm going to do what I do best, solve problems. And that's what an entrepreneur is, a person that comes up with solutions. So I came up with solutions and I wrote books to back those solutions up, because I felt like creating more of an answer for people would really cement what it is that I'm here to do. It will actually be the blueprint. Like if I'm not here anymore, that they could read exactly what my experience was and what worked, and leave out what did not work. That's what I felt like would be the most important thing of entrepreneurship. But the other part of it is having the wherewithal, and you might be fighting with yourself right now to take that more fearful step. But what I learned is it's not about just creating. It's about knowing what people are dealing with and then going to that place where they are and helping them by cultivating answers for them in a roadmap. And I know we're supposed to be talking about Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury is going to be financially okay. But there are people who are not. People who need to get mental health, psychological. We all do. If you all don't realize that you have to get mental health That's what people are here for. People who have that experience, and they're professionals in that area to help you wonder why you make certain decisions that you make that might be taking you backwards. And special shouts out to you, good. Uh, invest in yourself, people. That's right, my man. I appreciate you guys because the journey and the conversation is so real. Thank you, brother. Cole, my man Cole Farrell from Chicago. Thank you for dropping down where you're from, Cole. I appreciate you. And Juan Gonzalez, who is now a part of the school as well. Uh, that's the real deal. Uh, you can't doubt yourself. You have to. I don't say you have to take the route of challenging yourself. There's always the safe route. You can go get a W-2 and you can just play it safe. Now, that doesn't always serve your purpose as much now, but you are a server. But I did realize that if you give people the roadmap, that they will go to that next echelon. There was a group of young men at the Miami Dolphins Stadium today who were gathered and galvanized, and these young trainers and coaches had invested their time, their own personal time. They help these kids. They don't get paid for doing that. But what they're doing is they're building the next generation. So that thing that you do good, what I decided that is I was going to not play to the algorithm. These views don't go viral when you talk about shit that's real life. But I've had over 32 million people watch me since last week. I don't really care about that. I have to get down to the message. And there are people that really need that one little step. Like my physical health is what my focus is. We're going into the holiday season and people are already eating fucked up. And what I got to think about is how can I help people who are trying to really navigate themselves. And I know food is a monster when you're trying to like get to your weight, your natural weight, your most fit weight, your most focused weight. It's because you can't get there because of your mental health. So I was able to run into another young man, and I'm gonna let you hear this conversation. He works for this company, Ideal Nutrition, and no, they are awesome people, but they are not paying me to speak about them. But Ideal Nutrition, I discovered a slightly over a year ago, and I was getting wind of these people through a friend, and they were going actually to get food from this place. And I've never been a stickler for frozen food or food that you go buy in the pack and microwave. I've never been a fan of that shit, right? So I wanted to make sure that I was eating a balance of macros, right? Because I intermittent fast year round. I don't pick a season and say I'm going to fast. I do it every single day, 18-6. Let my body replenish for 18 hours, and I eat in a 6-hour window. And I'm challenging a group of people right now going into the new year to come on board and do this meal plan with me along with intermittent fasting. So we're going to be on a totally fit mind, fit body, fit life kind of thing. And that's what I'm doing. But so I went to the place, I took a chance because I was like, I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to eat. When is the last time you ate right consistently for over a month? When was the last time for a month you ate consistently right and you stayed on point and you lost the weight you said you were going to lose and you did the exercise you said you was going to do? See, those aren't things that should be deeds. That's exactly how we should actually live. The more you eat, the faster you will, let's just say, not be here anymore. Believe it or not, that's a fact. The more food you consume, the faster you are going to leave here. Period. That's the bottom line. You don't see a lot of people that are excessive in weight reach 90 years old. Okay, so here's some reality. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't on that list. I didn't take myself off the planet. I want to be here for as long as I can serve. So I ran into this place. It's the best decision I ever made. All of their food is from I mean, it's almost like farm to table. Like it's such a prep of time. And here's the young man who actually I got to meet at the event. And I let him explain it because he was an actual fighter. So take a listen, be patient, just be patient. We're trying to do this thing together. So I need your help and your cooperation. So if this is helping you, give me some kind of sign, like the post, say something, let me know. Because the bottom line is, I'm not going to play to the algorithm anyway. But I do want to know if you want to see what a real journey looks like when you're succeeding, because I've helped over, maybe 300,000 people lose weight. I did over 100,000 pounds in 1 year. So I kind of know what I'm doing. This is what I do. I help people. But I want you to understand here's a guy who really made me feel like I'm on the right path again. Fuck the algorithm. I love people. Start it fresh. Start it fresh where you wanted
All
to.
right.
Start fresh. Just come
Yeah.
strong.
All right.
Bring your best.
Bring
But be
it out.
relaxed.
Gotcha.
All right. So talk me through that regimen again. How does this impact you as a fighter? And just explain it to the other fighters who don't understand when you have the food already designed for you.
Yeah.
How does it really help your life? How did your life become much different by taking this into your role on a daily basis with the Ideal Nutrition?
Well, with Ideal Nutrition, like their meals is very, very healthy.
Yeah.
What I love about the meals is that it makes life a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
Like I said, I train really, really hard, and after I get done with training,
Yeah.
no one wants to wait an hour, cooking and stuff like that. The meal's already done for you, so it saves me a lot of time. I get to sleep a lot quicker because I eat the food 2 minutes in the microwave. It's healthy for me.
Yeah.
I get to sleep, and then I get to recover a lot quicker.
You know what? You said something that people don't take serious.
Yeah.
You just said it saves me a lot of time.
Saves me so much time.
Don't you think that has a lot to do why fighters mess up a lot when it comes down to their food? Because they just don't have time and they just start cramming stuff and trying to get, make up for that time deficit. But how long does it take to prepare a meal with Ideal Nutrition?
Literally 2 minutes in the microwave. You can air fry them for 5 minutes, or you could, put them in the microwave for like 2 minutes, and it just saves you time. You don't want to eat fast food or anything like that. We are fast food, but we are healthy food. We are Ideal Nutrition.
Yeah. And when you are, man, I ain't got a cosign on this. I'm telling you, special shouts out to you, brother. That food really, man, it is not only quick in the mic, it is good. And I realized how good it was when you go in there, people are in there like grocery shopping. You get your little basket and you fill up your thing. They give you, free meals after so many meals. It's just, I mean, my insides felt so good while I was on it. Like, and I'm going back, and you can order the stuff, right? But when you go and you eat and you feel like it fills your belly just enough to not want food, and you just are just the way your mind works is different. It just is a compound effect of when you're taking care of your food and you're focusing, you start to want to exercise, you start to want to do your walks or your jogs, and it just one good decision compounds into another good decision. So herein lies the benefit of taking one positive step at a time, because you've been trying to get yourself on point. So here's what you do, right? The first thing is you make a commitment that you're not going to wait till the new year to start getting, I don't care if you're 2% body fat, all right, or 400% body fat. You're not going to wait till the new year. In this moment right now, you're going to make a decision. Which things are you going to start? Are you going to start your eating clean? Because one thing that I didn't share with you guys, and I'm going to share with you this because this is important as well. See, a lot of us feel like, oh, well, I've been eating too much crap, so it doesn't really matter if I do something good or not because I've been eating like crap. That's not the case. And I'm gonna play a 20-second clip to let you know why that's not the case. And hopefully this will motivate you to not go down that other road and screw up further. Let me show you something. Let me pull up this clip real quick so that you guys will believe that you don't have to be perfect. The only thing you have to do is just listen to this so that you believe that you don't have to be perfect when you are eating your food. Now check this clip out and don't take being perfect. Don't allow that to be the reason. Now, this is my Instagram page, and I'm going to show you a clip.
Bad shit, it's because they don't eat enough good shit. So we don't put enough nutrients in our body. You can actually cancel out bad shit if you put enough good shit in.
Okay.
So you need good stuff. You need nutrients.
Okay.
I'm taking care of him.
Cool. So, till next time. This is a cheers with my beet juice. And what do you got there?
The last sip of my celery because I'm intermittent fasting and I'm not ready to break my fast. And this all breaks your fast. Actually, the celery does break your fast, but I use it as the first thing. It starts your digestion.
All right, well, cheers.
Cheers. We cheers to vegetable juice, not beer.
Whoa.
Bing. Boom. The reason why people are sick is not because they eat bad shit, it's because they just don't eat enough good shit. So you gotta just focus on just realizing that you can have a Snicker bar or you can have that Coca-Cola, but how about just go get some lemon water? How about just make sure you eat something that's going to supersede that, like protein? Go get a steak. You see, it's not that eating bad should make you feel bad. Eating bad should motivate you to eat good too. Okay? That is the most profound statement. It's not that you're eating some bad shit. It's just you have to literally just make sure you compound that by eating good stuff. So just make sure that if somebody hits you to the body, that you hit them with an uppercut. Counter your bad stuff with your good stuff. But what our mind tells us to do is, oh, we're eating bad. Just keep eating bad, eat worse. And you start feeling like shit. And then the next thing you know, your self-esteem drops and you really just continue down that road. And next thing you know, you can see it on your body. You can feel it in your spirit. Your mind is loaded with crap. Decisions start to be impacted by your health. And I don't want that. I claim this stage back to do what I'm here to do, and that's to help people. And we're going to make sure that all of you are on this journey with us. So please let us know that you want to get on top of your game, whether it's health or your mindset to start serving what you're here to do for real. And what we'll do is spend the last couple of minutes sharing a clip from the Tyson Fury conversation. And I want you guys for the last minute to tell me what you think and what you hear in Tyson Fury's voice, if anything, before we go out. So check this out. This is where we left off yesterday. So thanks to all of you guys who commented today on the page. I think we had like 2,700 comments of people just talking. And so we appreciate you guys because that means a lot to our page. It lets us know what kind of conversations you guys like to have, but we will challenge you to go into this holiday season to be prepared for 2025, which marks the first quarter of this century. And damn it, we're going to go into this thing kicking ass and taking names. Let's see what this sounds like.
What are you thinking there?
Can you remember what you're thinking? Yeah. I'm in the fight. I'm thinking, come on. I'm thinking, why am I not falling over?
Fury doesn't know where he is. He's all over the ring. Is this a sensation?
Did you think the ref had stopped it when he
No,
went?
no.
Because you knew he was going to give you a...
It's the world heavyweight title fight, undisputed. At least a man's got to go down to the floor before you knock. And someone like me who's been down loads of times, who gets back up, at least give me one chance.
And what about you, Alexander?
I detected several things in Tyson Fury's voice. And over the next few weeks, I will break it down. And I just want you guys to realize that when you're going into these kind of fights, there are a lot of things that plague you, especially when someone's beat you. And especially if it's someone that you really respected, there's a way that you have to get over that demon. And it's a psychological exercise that you have to do. And you have to be conscious of seeing yourself in a victory. And you have to be conscious to see yourself in a loss. You have to realize that in life, it's not about wins and losses. It's about what page of the chapter that you're on in your life. Because there have been times that you've had victories in your life, and there's been times that you've been knocked down. But like the good Lord always says, and this too shall pass. And this is where you start to have to pay attention to why you operate in a way that if you don't win, that everything's over for you. It's the man who realizes that life comes in chapters and you only turn it by the pages that will always find himself victorious because his mind won't be his worst enemy. He doesn't feel like this isn't the all and end all. This is just a page. It's just a sentence. It doesn't stop the train, whether I win or lose. And when you hear athletes say, you know, God was on my side, he wanted me to win. See, that's not the truth. That's just a part of the real big story. Later, you're going to lose because no matter what, good or bad, like the good Lord says, and this too shall pass. So whether you just got a bag of money or you're broke down to your last dime, like the good Lord said, and this too shall pass. So one day that big bag of money is going to turn into that dime, and one day that dime is going to turn into a big bag of money. So you have to keep all of these things in order. And that is the person that's going to win a battle psychologically. So no matter what it is that you're going through, whether you just got a big bag or whether you just are down to your last dime, remember what the good Lord says. And this too shall pass. So keep your mind ready, stay focused, stay steady. This is a 10-minute sports take by me, Eric A. Bradley, coach, that is, and we teach boxing. Stay tuned tomorrow as we get deeper into this week's conversation, and we will dive further deeply into these conversations that we're going to do focus transformations going into this new year. And I'm going to challenge you guys to a 5-minute workout that I'm going to give to you. So hopefully you guys stay tuned and we'll pass that along to all of you. And we're going to actually do a real live recording in studio, and you guys are going to be invited to see it this week. This is what we call bringing you into our journey so that we can all partner and conquer life alike. Until next time, Coach Bradley signing out. I'll see you all soon in a winner's circle over here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Peace out, guys, and thanks for your attendance. I'll see you soon. Peace.